Pickering? Pickering!
I don't know where the girl went at all, Mr. Higgins.
Didn't she say where to send her clothes?
I told you, sir. She took them all with her.
What?
Here's a confounded thing. Eliza's bolted.
Bolted?
Yes, bolted, and Mrs. Pierce let her go without telling me a word about it.
Well, I'm dashed.
What am I to do? I got coffee this morning instead of tea. I can't find anything. I don't know what appointments I've got.
Eliza would know.
Of course she would, but damn it, she's gone.
Did either of you gentlemen frighten her last night?
You were there, Mrs. Pierce. We hardly said a word to her. Higgins, did you bully her after I went to bed?
Just the other way around. She threw the slippers at me. I never gave her the slightest provocation. The slippers came banging my head before I'd even uttered a word. And she used the most perfectly awful language. I was shocked.
I'm dashed.
I don't understand what could have brought it on. She was showing every possible consideration. She admitted it herself.
I'm dashed.
Oh, stop being dashed and do something.
What?
Call the police. What are they there for?
Mr. Higgins, you can't give Eliza's name to the police as if she were a thief or a lost umbrella.
Why not? I want to find her. The girl belongs to me. I paid £5 for her.
Quite right. Scotland Yard, please. Mrs. Pierce, may I have some coffee?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good morning, old chap. Colonel Hugh Pickering here. 27A Wimpole Street. Yes, I want to report a missing person. Anything you can do to assist in her recovery will be frightfully appreciated. I'm not without influence, and I'll see to it that your superior... Oh, yes. Eliza Doolittle. Yes, with a Z. About 21. I should say about 5'7". Her eyes.
Brown.
Brown. Her hair? Well, it's a rather neutral, nondescript color, more on
Brown, brown, brown.
Well, you heard the man. Brown. Yes, this is her residence. Between 3 and 4 in the morning. No relation at all. Let's just say a good friend. Now see here, my good man, I'm not at all pleased with the tenor of that question. What she does here is our affair. Your affair is to get her back so she can continue doing it.
What in all of heaven could have prompted her to go after such a triumph at the ball? What could have depressed her? What could have possessed her? I cannot understand that wretch at all.
Higgins, I have an old school chum over at the home office. Perhaps I'll give him a call. Maybe he can help. Whitehall 2744, please.
Women are irrational. That's all there is to that. Their heads are full of cotton, hay, and rags. They're nothing but exasperating, irritating, vacillating, calculating, maddening, agitating, and infuriating hags.
Brewster Budgeon, please. Yes, I'll wait.
Pickering, why can't a woman be more like a man? Yes. Why can't a woman be more like a man? Men are so honest, so thoroughly square, eternally noble, historically fair, who when you win will always give your back a pat. Why can't a woman be like that? Why does everyone do what the others do? Can't a woman learn to use her head? Why do they do everything that their mothers do? Why don't they grow up like their fathers instead? Why can't a woman take after a man? Men are so pleasant, so easy to please. Whenever you're with them, you're always at ease. Would you be slighted if I didn't speak for hours?
Of course not.
Would you be livid if I had a drink or two?
Nonsense.
Would you be wounded if I never sent you flowers?
Never.
Why can't a woman be like you? One man in a million may shout a bit. Now and then there's one with slight defects. One perhaps whose truthfulness you doubt a bit. But by and large, we are a marvelous sex. Why can't a woman behave like a man? Men are so friendly, good-natured and kind. A better companion If I were hours late for dinner, would you bellow?
Of course not.
If I forgot your silly birthday, would you fuss?
Nonsense.
Would you complain if I took out another fellow?
Never.
Why can't a woman be like us?
Hello? Is Brewster Budgeon there, please? Boozy? You'll never guess who this is. Why, yes it is! By George, what a memory! How are you, old fellow? It's so wonderful to hear your voice again. 30 years, is it really? Yes, that's a lot of water under the, thing. Boozy, old chap, I'll tell you why I called. Something rather unfortunate has happened on this end. Could I come right over and see you? Excellent. Thank you, Boozy. I'll be right over. Mrs. Pierce, I'm headed over to the home office.
I do hope you find her, Colonel Pickering. Mr. Higgins will miss her.
Mr. Higgins will miss her? Blast Mr. Higgins, I'll miss her.
Pickering! Pickering? Where's the Colonel?
He's gone over to the home office, sir.
You see that, Mrs. Pierce? I'm in distress and he runs to help. Now there's a good fellow. Mrs. Pierce, you're a woman. Why can't a woman be more like a man? Men are so decent, such regular chaps. Ready to help you through any mishaps. Ready to buck you up whenever you are glum. Why can't a woman be a chum? Why is thinking something women never do? Why is logic never even tried? Straightening up their hair is all they ever do. Why don't they straighten up that mess that's inside? Why can't a woman be more like a man? If I were a woman who'd been to a ball, I've been hailed as a princess, by one and by all, would I start weeping like a bathtub overflowing and carry on as if my home were in a tree? Would I run off and never tell me where I'm going? Why can't a woman be like me?